Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire, Jack Frost nipping at your nose, Yuletide carols being sung by a choir, and folks dressed up like Eskimos. Everybody knows a turkey and some mistletoe helps to make the season bright. Tiny tots with their eyes all aglow will find it hard to sleep tonight. They know that Santa is on his way. He's loaded lots of toys and goodies on his sleigh, and every mother's child is gonna spy to see if reindeer really know how to fly. And so I'm offering this simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you. Christmas, yes, a time when we can all reflect on the past and dream of what may lie ahead. But perhaps the most endearing aspect is that slight little grin that wrinkles one's face as each of us is transported, if only for a moment, back to our childhood and remembrances of special happenings that will be there in our hearts forevermore. Perhaps just the memories of the first time we heard what is now to us a fairy tale, but was then, all those years ago, to each of us a dream of truth that filled our little hearts as it fills the hearts of little ones today. Well, tonight we're going to pull the cork, so to speak, and do something a little different. 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, while even Mr. and Mrs. Mouse and all their childrens were tucked away all warm and snugly for the night in their beds of soft linen and threads. And with loving care their tiny little Christmas stockings were hung by the chimney in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. And us kids, like all the children on the night before Christmas, was nestled all snug in our beds, with visions of such things as sweet sugar plums dancing in our heads, and Mama in her bright kerchief, and Papa in his pointed nightcap, settled down for a long winter's night, when all of a sudden on the lawn there arose such a clatter that Papa sprang from his warm bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window he flew like a flash. He tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. A brand new moon hung on the breast of the new-fallen pure white snow and gave a luster of midday to all objects below, when what to Papa's wondering eye should appear but a sparkling red winter sleigh and 8 wondrous reindeer, with an old driver dressed all in red, and so lively and quick was he. Papa knew at that very moment it must be St. Nick. Then he whistled and he shouted and called all his reindeer by their first name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen. Then old St. Nick yelled, dash away, dash away, dash away all, and up to the housetop the reindeer flew, with the sleigh full of toys, and jolly St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkle Papa heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of all their little hoofs. Then down the chimney St. Nicholas came sliding with a bound. He was dressed all in red from his head to the top of his shiny black boots, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of Christmas delights he had flung on his back, and he looked like an old peddler opening his pack of delights. His eyes, oh, how they twinkled! His dimples, how merry! His cheeks were like bright pink roses, his nose like a glowing red cherry, and the beard his chin was as white and shiny as fresh fallen snow. The long leg of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the cloud of smoke encircled his head like a beautiful wreath. Papa said he had a broad, happy face and a mighty round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was indeed chummy and most plump all right, and finally jolly good fellow. Then with a wink of his eye and a twist of his head, soon gave Papa to know that he had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his task, and filled all the stockings full, and laid presents all about the tree. Then his attention was taken by the small doorway near the hearth of the fireplace, as he took from his bundle a very small sack of delights, and with a smile and a twinkle, the sack magically turned into a dusting of tiny flashing lights that flew and disappeared through the small doorway and into the quiet home of Mr. and Mrs. Mouse. And with that done, he rubbed his white-gloved hands together, and with delight happily took in all the cookies and milk that had been laid out for him. Then laying his finger aside his shiny nose, gave a nod, and like magic up the chimney he mightily rose. He sprang to his sleigh, and to his stout and eager reindeer he gave a whistle, and away they flew like the down on a thistle. And Papa heard him explain, as he flew out of sight, "Happy Christmas to all, and to all a pleasant good night." I'll be home for Christmas, you can count on me. Please have snow and mistletoe and presents on the tree. Christmas Eve will find me where the love light gleams. I'll be home for Christmas, if only in my dreams. Our little town of Bethlehem, how still we see thee lie above thy deep and dreamless sleep. The silent stars roll by, yet in thy dark street shineth the everlasting light. The hopes and fears of all the years are met in thee tonight. Said the night wind to the little lamb, "Do you see what I see? Way up in the sky, little lamb, do you see what I see? A star, dancing in the night, with a tail as big as a kite, with a tail as big as a kite." Said the little lamb to the shepherd boy, "Do you hear what I hear? Ringing through the sky, shepherd boy, Do you hear what I hear? A song, high above the tree, with a voice as big as the sea, with a voice as big as the sea. Said the shepherd boy to the mighty king, do you know what I know? In your palace, warm, mighty king, do you know what I know? A child shivers in the cold. Let us bring him silver and gold. Let us bring him silver and gold. Said the king to the people everywhere, listen to what I say. Pray for peace, people everywhere. Listen to what I say. A child, sleeping in the night. He will bring us goodness and light. He will bring us goodness and light. Oh, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go. Take a look at the 5 and 10, glistening once again, with candy canes and silver lanes aglow. Oh, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Toys in every store, but the prettiest sight to see is the holly that will be on your own front door. And I wish you a Merry Christmas. I wish you a Merry Christmas. I wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Oh, bring us some figgy pudding. Oh, bring us some figgy pudding. Oh, bring us some figgy pudding and bring it out here. Oh, we won't go until we got some. We won't go until we got some. We won't go until we got some. So bring some out here. Oh, we wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Some of us live in dreamland, with no dues owed or paid. All we need do is listen to a tale of the long, long ago. Holy night, heavenly stars were brightly shining. It was the night of the Christ child's birth. Long lay the world in sin and error pining, till he appeared and the people felt his worth. A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious world. Fall on your knees, oh, hear the voices calling, Christ the Savior was born. Holy night, child of heaven, oh, how bright, vowed his smile when thou wast born. Blessed be that blessed night, full of heavenly joy, full of heavenly joy. Well, that about brings us to the close here. I hope tonight's tunes brought a little Christmas warmth your way. And if I may, I'd like to remind everybody that there are those who, through no fault of their own, have a little less this year than in years past. And maybe when you're going down the grocery aisle and you pick up a couple of cans of green beans or corn or a sack of potatoes or even a turkey, if you can, put an extra can or whatever in your basket for those folks who have so little. A neighbor tipped his hat to me this morning. The landlord even smiled and said, "Good day." And I want you to know a stranger said hello. A Christmas can't be far away. Old Mr. Tightwad down the street is buying candy to pass out to the neighbor kids at play. The town is on the go, and the weatherman says snow. Yes, Christmas can't be far away. Well, once again, it's time to sign off. This is, as always, your voice to the past, wishing everybody the happiest and merriest Christmas. And may I close this evening with a beloved tune that I know all of us feel a warmth from. And if you will, please join me and we'll all, if only for a moment, dream of a white Christmas. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, with every Christmas card I write. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white. Happy Christmas to all, and to all a pleasant good night. Good night, everybody.